Go for it.
Okay. Thank you for letting me talk to you today. I don't know about you people, you ladies in the audience, but when I was a little girl, I really wanted to be a brownie. They had the cute little knee socks with the tassels and the skirts and the sash and the little brown beret. And those uniforms were so much cuter in the 80s than they are today. But no one ever asked me to join their troupe, and I was too shy to ask to join a troupe. And honestly, I was also afraid to ask my parents because I assumed that a lot of those things cost money, and we didn't have a lot of that. I grew up when I was little in trailer parks in rural Missouri, and it wasn't until we moved to Wichita, Kansas that I lived in a house with like a permanent foundation. And I also got to go to a middle school that looked like it was right out of the movies, and I was very excited. And at this school, there were a lot of students that had more privilege than I had. I did my best to hide that. I looked for brand name clothing at the thrift stores, and I made my mom drop me off from school 2 blocks away so no one would see our beat up Buick. And a few of my new friends had been in a Girl Scout troop since elementary school, and they invited me to join. And this was really exciting for me to be accepted into that organization after all those years of wanting to be a brownie. So I was a Girl Scout for 3 years. I learned how to ride a horse. I went to Girl Scout camp. I sold cookies, took a trip with my troop to Oklahoma City, and I even earned my Silver Award, which is the second highest honor in Girl Scouting. And about 10 years ago, I found myself suddenly volunteering at a Boys and Girls Club as a Girl Scout leader in the middle of a King County Housing Authority project. And at this Boys and Girls Club, these girls were of many different ages, many different ethnicities and backgrounds, very different than I had been growing up. And a lot of them spent all their time outside of school at this Boys and Girls Club. The club would feed them dinner in the evenings, and in the summertime, they spent all day there and they ate all of their meals there. And these girls weren't interested in being Girl Scouts because they wanted the pretty uniform like I had wanted, or because they needed to earn badges. They really just wanted a sense of belonging to something. And that is what I could really connect with because I understood that wanting to belong when I was little and the difference it had made for me when I did finally get to belong. And so that's what I decided to try to give them. And so my co-leader and I gained trust with them, with their parents. Sometimes we just did crafts. As we got older, we took them hiking. We sold cookies together as a group. We volunteered at the Red Cross. We signed them up for swimming lessons. We took them on Girl Scout camping trips with other troops. So not only did they get to have an experience at Girl Scout camp singing songs, but my co-leader and I got the invaluable experience of learning from veteran Girl Scout leaders who'd been doing this for decades. And we learned all sorts of things, CPR, fire safety, all of that. Over the years, this opportunity in Girl Scouting gave girls future or other opportunities. I think it gave them the confidence to go after these other opportunities. Some of them were selected to join the Summer Search Program, which is a really amazing organization that takes city kids out on really long backpacking trips. And your second year in the program, you can travel worldwide. So last year we had a girl go to Costa Rica, a girl go to Dominican Republic, and a girl go to Thailand to volunteer there, work with other children, and have this amazing experience, cultural experience that, based on their financial situations at home, would never have been possible. Last year we had 4 girls graduate. All of them are in college. One is at UW on a full ride scholarship. And this year we'll have 4 more graduating, and several of them have already been accepted into numerous universities, and they're looking at their financial aid packages to decide where to go. These girls have overcome hunger, homelessness, parental abuse. Some of their parents have been incarcerated. Some of them have been deported. They've had language barriers. And I think that over the years, having this group to feel connected to is what helped them get through these struggles. These are struggles that a lot of teenagers have. They seem to just have all of them at the same time. And I think having a group of girls to stay accountable to and adults that they trusted kept them focused on the future and their accomplishments and not on the distractions of all of their other teenage experiences. So people tell me, I can't believe what you do, that's a lot of time that you've given, and I always tell them, it's not about me at all. It doesn't matter how much time I give, I get that back tenfold from the girls. and it's worth every minute that I've spent. So I would really I'd really encourage you to consider volunteering as a Girl Scout leader. An hour out of your week could make the difference of a lifetime, and you never know who's out there waiting to meet you. Thank you.